If I was personally younger, I think I would have fell down the rabbit hole. I really do. Because I go back and I see these guys who are coming up on TikTok, Instagram short form with their current lean physiques. What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at RussoLifts. Just in case something happens to this YouTube channel, you can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What is up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Grinding at the beach, ASMR sipping on G0, because you know I stay sipping even at the beach. And I got the OG Blue Yeti out. So today I'm going to be going into Russo, you look natty on camera. So I've gone into the past on how I, in my boyhood, meaning from age 19 to 24, I decided to bulk. I decided to put on size. I know I've been to so many shows. I've been to like, I think 10 or 11 bodybuilding shows total since I got with Enhanced Athlete, and my friends have taken me to shows. What wins on stage, especially with someone with muscle insertions like me? Size, lean body mass. I knew that I was only a boy one time. I'm gonna delay gratification, accumulate as much lean body mass as I can because I only have my boy body that feels so good for so long. I've turned 25. I have my young man body. I definitely know the difference where the old whippersnappers are like, you youngins, I remember when I used to be able to do, like your body changes as you age. And you can get away with that, you know, chasing big weights. Obviously, I'm still going to chase big weights, but I was lifting like a maniac, eating like a maniac, taking advantage of my boyhood for as long as I could to accumulate the most lean tissue, considering I'm a ectomorph, I'm a hard gainer. It is hot in this room. I shut the fan off, FYI. So I did that road. Right, this was before the TikTok short form instant clout grabs started happening. Now, the entire time I was ridiculed on camera because I was obviously always pushing 13% body fat. I would get my insulin sensitivity back, chase size again. Insulin sensitivity, chase size again. And I'll have Andrew playing the short form I posted up on my YouTube of my bulk from, I think I was like 215, 217, all the way up to 265 pounds. Now I'm back sitting here at the beach, 230 pounds, about to enter the contest prep. And in my opinion, I mean, I'm looking at myself on camera. I don't, you know, look that big as far as on camera. Now, I guarantee you, when I get under 220 pounds, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Russo, what happened? Like, Russo finally went on cycle. Russo finally looks enhanced. And it's like, you guys have the misperception and you guys are coining all these influencers into staying lean because the minute they put on a minuscule amount of body fat, they don't look as big on camera. And I've been up to so many dudes in person, especially when I was over 265 pounds. And I know I'm fat, but I'll have Andrew throw up the pic of me and Big Rammy. Like, unless you see me in person, don't judge me. And I obviously know, like, Russo, you're a public figure. I can sit here and throw tomatoes if you want. Sure, go ahead, do it. I love all the comments. I love the negativity. I feed on it. I'm saying for other influencers, they're never really going to put on a lot of tissue. They're never really going to push size. And you're going to watch them year after year after year after year look the same. And then you'll be sitting there at the quote unquote end of their career, or as they start to fall off, unless they're information based, that they were caught up in the like game. They were caught up in the algorithm game, and you're only a boy one time, and they spent most of it chasing aesthetics, not accumulating tissue. Heaven forbid they want to step on stage. I just know how actual competitors compete. They're constantly in the off season. They're constantly taking hardcore off seasons, unless they are genetically gifted or have insertions that make them look much heavier than they appear. I am neither of those. I must play the size game. I must play the conditioning game, and to think that I can't make a mark on a local stage playing the size game and conditioning game, I assume that you've never gone to shows. Basically, the whole point I wanted to get across is, am I doing it wrong? Should I have lean bulked? Should I have main gained the whole time, gained less tissue, but I looked good the whole time? I have a bigger social media following right now, but when I step on stage, I get smoked because I don't have the stage weight. Or did I do it right? delaying my gratification in boyhood, not being obsessed with the numbers, building myself as an intellectual brain instead of just focusing on the vanity, the body that will go away as I get older. This is just food for thought for other influencers because I get a lot of it, and I think I honestly, like, if I rewound time and I was getting started the way I was when I was 20 years old, I might have just stayed lean. I might have stayed lean and I might have played the short form game. Now I was so obsessed with proving everyone wrong and looking enhanced on camera, I just knew it was going to happen. Like, as I'm like 28, 27 years old, I'll look enhanced on camera and have all this mature, dense tissue. But a lot of guys aren't going to do that. A lot of guys are going to play into constantly trying to look big on camera and not look big in real life. And trust me, when everything comes to close and you're on a bodybuilding stage, there is no camera angles, there's no lighting, there's no Lightroom, there's no Photoshop. And I'm just sick and tired of these physiques being rewarded that stay the same small size every year. Sure, they stay in great condition, right? I can eat no carbs, I can check my striations in the morning every day and get more likes on TikTok, but do they ever progress? I thought following a bodybuilder was about following physique progression. Am I wrong? I don't know. You tell me. Is the game completely changed? And I'm like, Russo, you're just jealous. You've been fat for so long that this is why you're complaining. No. And yes, obviously I'm going to get in shape to a point where I look enhanced again and everyone would be like, cricket noises. But what I'm saying is, if I was personally younger, I think I would have fell down the rabbit hole. I really do. Because I go back and I see these guys who are coming up on TikTok, Instagram short form with their current lean physiques. And I go back and I look at my physique I already built years ago that was around, if not better in my opinion, with way better legs. Okay, you can make fun of the bird chest all day, but I had way better legs. And I don't know if I would have chased more size. I know if I would have stayed lean, I never would have really placed on a competitive classic physique show. Although I am seeing who they're giving their classic physique IFBB pro cards out to. So that's something, and that's no smoke thrown. I'm just seeing of what's getting rewarded, and maybe politically, if I had the bigger number going into the show, might not matter, might matter. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, you're only a boy one time. You only can bulk like that the way I did it, in my opinion, one time. It becomes really stressful on the body as you age, and you just never want to push it to the extreme, in my opinion, after your late 30s, mid 30s, right? So you kind of have this window of opportunity throughout, until, in my opinion, age 36, 37. Then you should be wrapping it up. As far as putting on tons of lean tissue, it's really not worth it, and you should be focused on health span. Sure, you can still be enhanced, but like, as far as chasing a bodybuilding-esque, super high performance, competitive physique, this needs to be accomplished in a very critical time frame for it to make sense career-wise. Now, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, I'm informational, I like to stay in that realm, but like, this is a bucket list thing for me to create as much of a competitive physique as I can. I only have a certain amount of time. I chose to allocate all my young boyhood towards accumulating mass. I can see that I have been roasted. I've been belittled, that I look like shit on camera, despite me going from 215 pounds all the way up to 265 pounds, 255 pounds with veins in my arms, obviously tons of tissue hiding under the fat and water. And that gives me enough stage weight, that gives me enough muscle nuclei to where what I'm doing right now, I'm shrinking back down to 220, and then I'll blast a fuck ton of steroids, reactivate all the muscle nuclei that I built when I was 265 pounds, and that'll all be reactivated at a lighter weight, and Russo will finally look enhanced on camera. Now, I delayed all that, I took all that criticism, and I sustained my following while doing it, but I don't think a lot of influencers can do that, and they'll fall in this rabbit hole of, wow, they're being pushed and promoted. Like, why am I being fucking compared with dudes who are lean at 180, 160, 170 pounds enhanced? If I stand next to this dude in the metaverse, oh my goodness, I'm fucking nothing. But when I stand in real life, it's like, yeah, I'm being compared to this guy on the internet, and everyone's DMing me, this guy looks better than you. Sure, in the moment, he has less fat and water on his body. Let's compare actual fat-free mass index. Andrew, throw up fat-free mass index. And I'm gonna come off bitchy in this video. I'm just saying, from all my young influencers watching who are coming up, don't be afraid to chase tissue. Don't be afraid to chase size, because at the end of the day, you could shotgun blast and run forward. but only certain people continue floating, and those are the guys who have the most actual size muscle tissue. And you don't need the best genetics or insertions to out muscle tissue someone. You can literally out muscle tissue and condition someone, and a lot of you guys are in that boat. Not very many of you on the other side of this camera, you might think so, but you probably not, don't have super aesthetic insertions, don't have great muscle building genetics. However, anyone can go against their epigenetics, modify the amount of lean body mass, the lean tissue they're carrying, and then anyone can out condition people, actually shred up, show striated glutes, have the whole body striated with all the muscle tissue. Anyone can win bodybuilding in that way, and there has been a lot of guys that have climbed the ranks who you would say, oh, they're genetically not for it. They've done exactly that. That's the hard way, that's the long way, that's the way no one wants to take, but that's the way anyone on the other side of this camera can win the game. And you see short form content destroying that, and you see all the masses coming after anyone who decides to bulk for a long time. I did a 3-4 year bulk. This is a usual back in the old school days. In the old school days, which I'm following the pedigree of the old school days, it was like an old school timer in the gym would be like, Ryan, bulk up and then go on stage when you have something to truly reveal. They would all in the old school dungeon gym probably have me bulk up till around this age, till they're all like, okay, yes, you finally have enough size to do your first show. After your first show, your body will never hold fat the same way, and then you can start your career. But thank you for building that base, because if not, you're going to be stuck redlining year after year after year after year after year, not really accumulate much more stage weight, and then you're just going to be stuck in that loop until your career is over. Don't do that. Or am I completely wrong? Should I have just main gained? Someone tell me, should I have just main gained? Not gained all this muscle this size at 230? Like, I'm competing at 195. I'm gonna look crazy around 220. I'm pushing over 235 pounds on vacation eating vacation food. So this is just some food for thought. I don't really see why people are getting attacked over bulking, but this is just like 2022 where like the old school way to actually gain legitimate lean body stage weight in the fastest way possible. Go watch any open IFBB pro the way they do it. I'm not comparing myself to them. I'm just observing the best of the best. They're constantly in the off season chasing size. They refine and condition it up, and then they'll use pictures around when they were in shape to make it look like they're in shape all the time. They're not. They're back in the off season looking like the bloat lord chasing more size. Now, let's look at the aesthetic guys. They stay shredded all year. They get way more likes until they burn out. They stay in an androgenic environment. They don't gain much tissue at all. And I'm not making any shots or calling any names, but there are guys that I've watched their entire career not change their physique at all as I've gone up to 265 pounds with veins, and as I'm going to come back down with all the muscle nuclei of existing at 265 pounds with veins for months on end, right? If you follow the famous trainer Hanny Rambod, anytime he has his clients bulk up, he's like, you gotta let that size marinate for a little bit, then you reveal the new tissue. Obviously, I had the fiasco with my gyno surgery, but I was kind of following that pedigree of like, if I do bulk up to 265, I'm gonna sit there for a while. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna train like a beast, I'm gonna train like a bull. I enjoy training more than I do, posing in a mirror and shit. And then when it's finally time, I'm gonna shred it up, I'm gonna dial it in, and when I have all my clout team built, I'm gonna milk the clout the right way versus just rushing into a shred. Build the momentum, build the following, then go into the competition. That's the advice I would want to hear if I was looking to compete as an influencer just starting out. I'll see you guys in my next video.